Hi, my name is Ana Sofia and I'm here to talk a little bit more about my city. I was born and raised in Oaxaca City. Here is a picture of it. And well, I'm going to talk a little bit more about my identity and how being raised in Oaxaca really helped to make me who I am actually. I was raised near my grandmother, and she really loved to keep the traditions alive. So every Christmas or every day of the dead, or every time it was July and the Guelaguetza was near, her house has these little sites of the traditions of Oaxaca, of the culture of Oaxaca. So I was raised with all these ideas and all this love from my city. What I really love about Oaxaca is how valuable it is to share in the city. So we have this tradition that is called Guelaguetza, and basically this tradition is about sharing with others. So it's all the different regions of the city of Oaxaca, because Oaxaca is divided by region, like 7 regions. They all get together to show their dances and their traditions and their music, and nowadays they make a little a market, maybe you can call it that way, and you can share the different gastronomy of the regions, and you can hear the people from there just exchanging with their languages, and I think that is really great. So all this idea of sharing what you love really lives in me, and now I remember when I first moved to Monterrey, I was really nervous because I come from Oaxaca, which has these little streets, and I came to Monterrey, which is a very gigantic city for me, with these great avenues and all this movement and all these people, and I was there alone, like just by myself. I didn't bring my friends, I didn't bring my family, I was just there knowing nobody but me. And I think that was the part where I appreciated more my culture. Not because, I mean, not to make down the culture of Monterrey, because I really love the city, but because this feeling of being external to something really make me like do a introspective work to understand who I am and who am I, I'm sorry. And that helped me to discover all the things that I love and all the things that I love, especially from my city, and how these little traditions that I cherish will make me who I am, and how that translated to the way I behave. For example, I always had this idea of speaking with the truth and speaking my thoughts, and maybe that has to do something with my mom living for a couple of years in the Itzmeño region, where the women really have like all this power. So my mom and my grandmother tried to give those ideals to me, like this idea of empowered women, and also this idea of sharings that are part of the Guelaguetza traditions, and the idea, of course, of valuing my traditions. This, I think, has to do with Toledo, because when I was a kid, Toledo really make all these different strategies, these crazy strategies, like giving tamales on the streets to make sure that the city remain with the cultural heritage. And I do remember how some people criticize him, I'm sorry, and by saying that he didn't want the city to progress. And I remember how my parents and my grandmother said that, well, what makes really Oaxaca is this connection to their past, and this connection to their traditions, and how Toledo was doing was helping the city, and that really kept in me. Also, I grew up going to I grew up, yeah, by assisting to these museums that the Alfredo Harp Elú Foundation did, and I just remember entering to these museums every Sunday with my family. So I have these memories of going to museums, and I associate them with my family and with love, and with feeling, and by feeling part of something. So yeah, I think all this appreciation of the culture has something to do with my roots in Oaxaca, and well, the connection of Oaxaca with the culture, because of course it's a very touristic city, and it has to be close to the roots, so that all touristic part keeps in good place. And yeah, so basically, I love Oaxaca. I love my city. I am very proud of being Oaxacan, even though I know the city has a lot of well, yeah, it isn't very developed in some aspects as education and progress. And I really hope that someday the educational and all these social geopolitical problems get resolved, so that Oaxaca can be like a great state again. So thank you very much, and that was it. Thank you.